I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com on Fed Thursday. That's September 13th. And I want to just go in this free chart. I want to just go over Monster again because I'd been mentioning this before, and I've talked about it in a few different venues. Our Q&A, members only Q&A the other night, and then also I think in this column too, in the free chart stuff. But here's the deal. Monster's up over 5% today, and that's a good thing. You know why? Because I think it's setting up for another short. Let's look at the weekly chart, and you can see, dude, this puppy's just getting going. I mean, the party's over. Turn out the lights, the party's over. The feds are, there's more calls for regulating this stuff. They got a couple senators that were calling for that yesterday, and that was the big dump here. Now, I want you to think about it. Uncle Ben, sprinkling more money. In fact, the funny thing is, that old definition of insanity of Einstein where you do the same thing again and again and expect different results. That's kind of what the Fed's doing. I know some of you guys are big fans of the Bernanke. I'm not. I think he's, very calm. And you just like, oh my gosh, he's so calm and confident that you just know that guy knows exactly what he's doing. Thank the good Lord that we've got such a steady hand at the helm here as we go through these rough seas. I, of course, see it a little bit different. I think there's a little bit of the emperor has no clothes going on there, but he is quite eloquent and he has a really nice beard. And I thought Paul Giamatti did a really good job of playing him in the Too Big to Fail video or series, show, whatever. Anyway, I'm editorializing because that's what I do. But let's get back on track. All of this stuff about the Fed and all the wonderful money and the quantitative easing and the bond buying and the expansion of their books and this and that from like trillions to Bernanke-yillions. None of that matters to Monster Beverage because of the threat of regulation over the energy drink industry, which, by the way, I kind of don't think is a bad idea because I think there's a lot of stuff in there that really goofs people up. So, we've looked at the weekly chart. We see what's happening here. I want to short this puppy again, but the problem is it is jiggy. Zip, 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 zip. So it's really hard to hold a short for a very long period of time. So what we have to do is we just have to draw lines. It's just not any more difficult than that. This was the first line. Now we've got an even steeper line. So it's picking up steam. But it makes it increasingly problematic to short as it picks up steam. Because if you're shorting now, you're by definition late. And so the only thing a lot of times that you're going to get yourself geared up for is a short covering rally that's going to squeeze you and you're really going to get clipped big time. So let's not do that. Look, this is a well-defined resistance line. This is another one, and that's fine. So cut a few more bucks up to 56 bucks. You want to short this? Maybe. But we've also got this resistance line up here. So and frankly, I doubt that Monster's going to get up to 60 bucks. I don't see it. If it got up here, yippee-ki-yay, I would want to do that. So if Monster gets up like 56, maybe $57, and this is important, listen to me, and falters, in other words, it starts to roll over, that's when you go ahead and short the stock and get ready for the next move lower. Don't just short it because the stock's come up, because you know what? Maybe it's going to get bought by somebody. I don't know. But I just know that when you see the perfect, obvious short, generally, there's nothing perfect about it. It's just obvious, and you're going to get killed. So wait for this short. Wait for it to come at the right time. And also keep something else in mind. And members, I'm going over about 20 of these names in tonight's strategy session. The market is in bull mode right now, because the Fed they've basically said, we're just going to keep dumping money here until we don't need to anymore. And of course, the sad thing is, if it wasn't so, sad and tragic, it would be funny. they're assuming that they're doing the right thing. Let's take consideration of the fact that maybe they're not doing the right thing. They wouldn't know that because they're the masters of the universe. But if they're not doing the right thing, but in fact doing the wrong thing, then what they've just told us is they're going to continue to do the wrong thing for the beyond the foreseeable future, and that's going to be bad on a lot of fronts. However, and this is a big, massive however, it's really, really good for equities, because when money is super, super, super cheap and there's a lot of it, then you're going to get equities moving higher, simply because bond yields are so low that money managers have to invest in equities. And then there are some other concerns considerations as far as the business is actually making money. Free money is good. It's just not so much for your grandparents whose bond fund in their retirement account isn't doing too well. So anyway, listen, I've gone on long enough. The bottom line is be patient, wait for this stock to roll over from a higher level, and that's when you want to short Monster. Also, in about another week or so, less than a week actually, probably about 4 days, you're going to see the 50-day moving average cross the 200-day moving average. Then somebody will be talking about that. So, okay, members, get to the strategy session, okay? Oh, one last thing. If you haven't signed up for the email list for Option Market Mentor, and that's different than the free chart of the day email list that you're on, if you haven't signed up for the email list on Option Market Mentor, go ahead and do that. I'm going to slide this over. You just go to the home page and you can sign up for it right here. Here's why. We're like right in the process of rolling out Option Market Mentor. We've actually kind of started the process. So if you're interested at all in not just trading options, anybody can do that, but if you're interested in learning how to trade them from a risk management perspective and learning how to do it correctly and profitably, at least sign up for the email list so you can get more information on that. I promise you, it's going to be worth your while. All right, that's it for today.